Throughout history, visionaries have peered into the future and imagined technologies that seemed impossible at the time. While many predictions missed the mark, some were astonishingly accurate. Today, we're exploring the most remarkable tech predictions that actually came true, transforming our world in ways that once existed only in imagination. In 1926, inventor and electrical engineer Nikola Tesla made an eerily accurate prediction about the future of communication. He told Collier's magazine, "We shall be able to communicate with one another instantly, irrespective of distance, and the instruments through which we shall be able to do this will be amazingly simple compared with our present telephone." Nearly a century later, smartphones have become exactly what Tesla envisioned: pocket-sized devices connecting humanity across continents with unprecedented simplicity. In 1962, J.C.R. Licklider of MIT described his concept of a galactic network, a globally interconnected set of computers through which everyone could quickly access data and programs from any site. His vision led to the development of ARPANET, the precursor to today's Internet. Even more impressive was science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke, who in 1964 predicted that by the 2000s, people would be able to instantly contact friends anywhere on Earth and access information needed for any purpose. What he described was essentially the modern Internet, decades before its existence. Science fiction author Stanley G. Weinbaum wrote a short story in 1935 called Pygmalion Spectacles that described a pair of goggles which enabled the wearer to experience a fictional world through holographics, smell, taste, and touch. This remarkably accurate description came decades before the first VR headsets. By the 1960s, filmmaker Morton Heilig had created the Sensorama, an early VR machine. But it took until the 2010s for Weinbaum's full vision to begin materializing with modern VR headsets, bringing immersive digital worlds to consumers worldwide. In 1977, Ken Olsen, founder of Digital Equipment Corporation, infamously stated, "There is no reason for any individual to have a computer in his home." Yet just a year earlier, Apple co-founder Steve Jobs had the opposite vision, predicting the personal computer will be a consumer item. History proved Jobs right, as personal computers revolutionized how we work, communicate, and entertain ourselves. Visionaries like Alan Kay at Xerox PARC had already conceptualized the laptop computer in 1968, calling it the Dynabook, a personal computer for children of all ages decades before such devices became reality. At the 1939 World's Fair, General Motors' Futurama exhibit predicted automated highways that would guide self-driving cars by 1960. While their timeline was off, their vision wasn't. Science fiction author Isaac Asimov later expanded on this idea, writing in 1964 that by 2014, vehicles will continue to have ground effects, but would hover a foot above the ground. Today's self-driving cars don't hover, but autonomous vehicles from companies like Tesla, Waymo, and others are making this long-predicted technology a reality on today's roads. In 1964, AT&T introduced the picture phone at the New York World's Fair, predicting video calling would become commonplace. They were right about the technology, but wrong about how quickly it would be adopted. It took nearly 50 years and the advent of smartphones, fast internet, and apps like Skype and Zoom for video calling to become the everyday technology we now take for granted, especially after the global pandemic made it essential for both work and personal connections. These remarkable predictions remind us that today's impossible dreams might be tomorrow's reality. The visionaries who saw beyond their time shaped the future we now inhabit, and make us wonder, which of today's wildest tech predictions will our children or grandchildren see come true? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through technology's most prescient predictions, hit subscribe and share your thoughts on which current tech predictions you think will come true in the comments below.